One of two things may trouble you of getting angry. One, it's an ugly sight. You say things to people you possibly care about that are just ugly and they're wrong, and afterwards you always tend to regret it. Or two, you're afraid of yourself and what you might do. Well, in this video, I want to talk about some things that I do to help me with my anger. A few months ago, I stopped doing martial arts and I found myself quite irritable very quickly. I wondered what it was, and I didn't take a very long time to realize, hey man, I'm doing nothing to release this tension that I have on my body. If in your lifetime you don't really move about and you don't use a lot of your physical energy, it will build up, and it will build up as kind of stress. You will compress and you will want to get out, but you won't let it out because you're not moving about at all. I have found that in my life, whenever I'm for an injury or whatever, not doing exercise or martial arts or exercise, I get so irritable. It's like I'm one of these like woke feminists or whatever. You can't say anything to me. But it doesn't take a lot, A little jog by the beach or whatever, or a few push-ups at home. Well, it would take more than a few probably. But get energy outside of your body and maybe eat a little less so you're a bit lighter. After all, you get your energy from food. So if you have less consumption, you'll be light in your body. You won't feel like you have all of this built up in your body. Energy, food, and everything. Somebody pokes you a little bit, you explode, right? No, if somebody pokes you, you're already deflated. Now, while I am going to be giving different things that you can do, such as workout that I've already done, the message actually always returns to the build-up that you have inside. This build-up is what causes your anger. You're not unstable, you're not crazy, whatever, you don't have problems with your emotional management. It's just that things build up and we need to let them go one way or another. Not conserving all of your energy as if you're about to hibernate and you're a bear or something. And another thing people talk about is meditation. But to be honest, between you and me, meditation is not really the most optimal thing you can do, especially as a beginner. To reap its results, to be concentrated, will take a long time. What actually helps from the meditation is your breathing. If you start to breathe and you take deep breaths as you're walking from, you're commuting to the gym, you're commuting to the shop, you're commuting to school, to work. You take deep breaths as you walk from your nose into the diaphragm. Damn, that sounds like my quick reminder to fix your posture and take deep breaths into your diaphragm from your nose. Well, believe it or not, there are little balls of tension inside of your body, and that breathing dismantles them, it unties the knots, and it frees you a little bit of that tension that you have. Next up, a bit more practical. So obviously at the times of anger, you're probably going to be in a situation or in a confrontation, right? Or somebody's doing something that bothers you. You're going to close in on yourself. You're going to close your body. You're going to be mad. You're going to want to attack, right? Or maybe you're on the defense, whatever. You need to practice, if you don't want to be angry, to open your body, to say, hey, it's fine. It may look ridiculous if you do it to the extent that I am displaying right now, and I'm only doing it to get a point across. But I've unironically done that. So I've been mad to the point where I thought, man, I'm going to throw something at them, right? Just open your body, take deep breaths, and whatever. You can dissimulate it more if you just put them on the hips or whatever, or in your head. There's the ways of doing it, but make sure that your solar plexus here is not crunched up like that, but rather open. One final thing before tying it all together perfectly, you're gonna love it, so stick around. It would be to take pauses in the heat of the moment, interrupt your current state. Interrupt the state over and over again until it changes. Maybe go to another room without even saying anything. Maybe like literally run away and then come back to the party or whatever later. Maybe just turn around and say just 1 minute, and then come back, apologize for whatever. Now, there's one thing that you need to consider. All of these things are for you to have more time. You're taking a moment, you're taking deep breaths, right? All of these things is for you to think to yourself, okay, I'm letting my emotions get the better of me. This is not good. The person that I am talking to may be somebody that I care about. Why then do I have so much anger inside? We're probably disagreeing. They may have done something wrong, which is why I'm angry. or they may not be understanding me and just ridiculing me over and over again, and I'm sick of it. But ultimately, this is not who I want to be. And if I want to be some sort of leader, be it in my own house or in the world, I know that I need to be more responsible than others. Maybe a little bit of ego comes into play when you say these words, but do not be in such a manner. And realize, okay, look, they are poking me and poking me and poking me. I'm gonna be more mature about it. I'll let them poke me. I'll talk to them calmly, and I'll tackle life and its hardships with humor and love. And if you do that, it may not work on the first try or on the second, but if you persist in your love and your openness and your display of, hey, it's fine, whatever you do won't get me down, eventually the others will open up to be receptive of your love. You know that most of the time that you burst out in anger, you regret it, you didn't want to do it, something ugly came out of your mouth. So be aware of a few things to avoid it and practice these things. Keep it in mind. If you're starting to get mad, remember my words. And as I always say, don't just listen, please. If you're just listening, I don't really want you to watch me. I want you to take action. And that's the kind of audience I like to cultivate. I made a Discord recently, and that's the kind of people I want to come in. People that are willing to take action, that are more than just brain deadly, just listening. Take action. Next time that you get mad, take deep breaths into your diaphragm, down through your stomach, into your belly, fill it up. Lower your arms, you're probably like that when you're mad, or you're probably like a little bit crunched. Just put them behind, right? Deep breaths, everything, pause, take a moment. Sometimes it's hard, I understand. It's very, very, very hard when you're in the moment and just anger is taking control of your body. But try to take time, and eventually the more that you practice, the better that you will get at it. I hope that this video helped you in some way. Try to be 1% better every day, and much love.